guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to do a video on how I use the Embrilliance embroidery software. So basically where I merge the designs and add the names, etc. So I want to start off by showing you guys where it is that I buy my designs. Usually I buy my designs on Etsy, or I just simply look them up on Google, and you'll find different websites that sell different applique designs. So the way that you want to look up a design is you want to look it up by saying, let's see, in this case I'm going to be doing a Spider-Man design example for you. So I'm going to look up Spider-Man applique. So any design that you want to download and you want to purchase it off of Etsy, you want to make sure that you're looking it up with the name applique. So if you want to do a Spider-Man, a Super Mario applique, a Princess applique, you want to always look it up as applique, and that way you'll find the downloads. So here you'll see all of the Spider-Man applique downloads that they have. Appliques usually run between like $2 to $7. The one that I purchased is this one right here, and it was $2.49. So once you purchase it, you'll be able to download it. So I'm gonna go to my purchases because I already bought this one. And you're gonna download it. And once you download it, it's gonna download in a zipped file. When you open the file, you wanna make sure that you extract it. If you don't extract it, you won't be able to open it in the Embrilliance software. So you wanna make sure that you extract it and put it in any file or in your downloads, whatever. So once you have your design downloaded, I also have numbers downloaded because I'm going to be merging this with a number. The number that I'm going to be using is called College Number Applique, and the font of the number that I used is something similar to this, but you can just look up whichever. It's not this one exactly, I honestly did not see it, but you can use whichever one it is that you see. You want to make sure that you're, because I see a lot of patches, so let's look it up like this. Okay, this is better. So here for this one it's $6 for these numbers. So these you can download, and then you can merge them with different designs. So I already have them downloaded, so I'm going to be using the one that I already bought. And so once you have all of your files downloaded, you want to open the Embrilliance software, and this is how it first looks. You want to open the base design. So the first design that you're going to open is going to be the design that's going to be under whatever it is you're putting on top of it. So for example, it's going to be the number and then the Spider-Man design over the number. So I'm going to open the number first because that's what's going to be under the Spider-Man. And I have it over here under large numbers. And here, this is a very important step. So every embroidery machine requires a different file type. So I'm not sure if there's machines that require the same, but the two machines that I have use different file types. So for example, the Brother PE800 uses the DST file type, and the Singer Superb that I have uses the XXX file type. So every time that you buy an embroidery machine, you want to make sure that you know which file type the embroidery machine reads, so that you put on the corresponding USB that the machine uses the file type that it reads. In this case, the design that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing it on the Singer Superb. So I'm going to be using the XXX file type. So every time that you purchase a design, it'll come in a bunch of different file types because it's for a bunch of different types of embroidery machines. So I'm going to open the file type XXX, and I'm going to be using a 6-inch number 5. And I'm just going to make this smaller. I'm not making the 5 smaller, I'm just making the page smaller. And now that I have my 5 here, I'm going to file again, and I'm going to put merge working file. So this is going to allow me to put the Spider-Man on top. So I'm going to look for the Spider-Man, And again, see how over here you have all of the different file types. So in this case, I'm going to be putting the XXX 4x4 Spider-Man. Oh. And I'm just going to make the Spider-Man just slightly bigger. And I'm just going to put the Spider-Man in the position that I want it. And I'm going to highlight the whole design. And I'm going to click Center Designs on Hoop, so that way the design is centered. So once I have the Spider-Man on the 5 exactly how I want it, so one thing that I'm noticing is that the width of this design is a little bit over 6 inches. For it to fit on my hoop, it needs to be a little bit under 6 inches, because the hoop that the singer uses is a 6x10. It needs to be slightly under 6 to be able to fit and for the machine to accept it. So I'm going to bring it in a little bit more, and then I'm going to check. I'm going to bring it out. Okay, so this is a good width. You want to make sure that it's at the width that your machine can read and that the hoop can fit. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that you can remove, I also wanted to show you guys that you can remove any of the steps from the designs. For example, the number, I always remove the middle step because I feel like it's useless and it's always this extra long step that is for no reason. So then you can also edit the Superman applique. You can remove the web if you want. You can play around with the design and just do the Spider-Man, or you can play around with it however it is that you want. And then once you have your design exactly how you want it, you want to click remove hidden stitches. So basically what this is going to do is it's going to take off these little, it's going to remove the embroidered part of the 5. So what I do is I actually skip this entire section of the 5 so that the Spider-Man isn't lumpy underneath. So while it's embroidering that it skips on the machine, that it skips here, I just stop the machine and forward all the way until this end right here. And if you know embroidery machines well, you'll know when it is that you need to forward it. Again, I'm not an expert on this, so I'm sure maybe there's a way to erase that. I don't know it yet. This is only the way that I know it. So if you guys know how I can remove all of this here, let me know down below. So now, once I've done all of that, I'm gonna add a name to it. And I'm gonna add the name Max. And you add the name over here, and you click enter. And I am going to bring it down, make it bigger. I just wanna more or less compare how big I want it. Okay, so now once I have the name the size that I want it, I'm gonna click center design in hoop, and with my key I'm gonna click the screen and then click the name again, or else it won't let me use my keyboard. I'm gonna use my keyboard and I'm gonna use the arrow pointing down, and I'm gonna bring the name down like this. The reason I don't use my mouse is because the mouse is gonna take it off center, and I do this so that the name is centered to the entire design. So then I bring it down to where I think, and then that's it. That's all I do. You can you can merge as many designs as you want. And if you guys are wondering, you can also purchase the fonts on Etsy. The way that you would look for the font is, for example, I purchased a font the other day, and the font that I purchased was called Lego Embroidery Font. And basically, if you want to look for a Spider-Man font, you want to look for it like this: Spider-Man Embroidery Font. And once you find the font that you want, you buy it, you download it, and it would be the same concept. You would have to use the file type of XXX. Once you download it, it'll save. You want to make sure that it'll have the XXS. I also wanted to point out that you can make the name closer together or farther apart. using this little space part right here. So now, oh, sorry guys, that's my AC that just turned on. So now to save it, you just click Save As, and you want to make sure that you're saving it in either XXS. Like for example, in my case, it would be either DST or XXX. Today I'm going to be saving it under XXX, naming it whatever name you want to give it, and then you can put it on your embroidery machine's USB. You can also use any USB on embroidery machines. Like, it doesn't matter which USB you use, as long as the file type is correct in the USB. And yeah, again, I am not an expert. Oh, one more thing. You could also move this like first so that it embroiders the name first. You can also move steps up or down by just right clicking and moving it to here, moving it to here, moving it to first. I also wanted to show you guys that. So any recommendations or any tips and tricks that you may have with the Embrilliance software, please be sure to leave them down below. I just started using this software the other day and I'm still learning, so if there's anything that I left out, I'm only a beginner and I just wanted to share you guys. I just wanted to share with you guys the things that I have learned. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment down below of any videos that you guys would like to see next, and I will see you guys later. Bye.